Kristen Wiig is one of the stars of this hilarious movie, Bridesmaids. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. You should absolutely check it out. It is hilarious and an absolute delight. Now, when you think of Bridesmaids, you may think of some of the more outrageous scenes, like this one. But in this same movie, Kristen Wiig is doing something much more subtle and much more helpful for improvisers. Welcome back to Improv Tips. I'm your host, Paul Vaillancourt. Let's begin. But first, a little bit of context for the unlucky few who have not seen this movie. Kristen Wiig's character Annie is a failed baker, and her best friend Lillian, played by Maya Rudolph, gets engaged. She chooses Kristen Wiig as her bridesmaid. Now, Kristen Wiig starts feeling more and more insecure as a richer, classier bridesmaid, Helen, keeps showing her up. Let's take a look at how she deals with this. After her first run-in with the rich, classy bridesmaid Helen, this happens. Later on in the movie, Annie has a fight with a police officer that she's kind of been seeing, and to apologize, she does this. And when things really come to an emotional head for Annie, this happens.
Look at that fucking cookie! Ugh. Oh.
In all of these scenes, Annie is expressing herself through baked goods. As a baker, this is how she sees the world. When she's sad, she bakes herself a cupcake of sadness and then literally swallows her emotions. Then when she's trying to make it up to her love interest, of course, it's a cake. And then finally, when she emotionally can't take it anymore, she destroys a giant cookie that Helen got for the bridal shower. But Kristen isn't the only one taking advantage of this sort of thing. Along the way, Annie also has a bit of a relationship with a local police officer, Rhodes. Now, he doesn't see the world through baked goods. He's a police officer, so he sees everything through the lens of law. This is how they meet.
See? Okay? Not drunk. Told you.
So you're just a terrible sober driver?
Haha, very funny.
This is their first date.
And take aim. Now, put your left hand behind your head. Yeah, just drop your left hip. I'm kidding. Put your arms out straight.
Okay.
At the end, when Rhodes isn't speaking to her and Annie really needs to get his attention, she needs to speak his language, not baked goods, but law. So she does this.
I'm speeding! You better pull me over!
Really?
Here comes the winner, bud! Yum, 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 yum. Beer! Yum, 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 yum.
There's even a great moment when we see the first spark of romance and law and baked goods cross over.
Your cake, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had your sign. It was your face.
Yeah.
That was you.
That's me.
You make good cakes.
So, Paul, you may be asking, how does this help improvisers? Well, like this. It's a tool I call currency. Annie, as a baker, her currency for dealing with the world is baking. And Rhodes, being a police officer, his currency for dealing with the world is the law. So as improvisers, we can look at our characters and figure out what their currency is. If I'm a scientist, maybe my currency is inventions and equations. If I'm a mail carrier, maybe it's people's mail and packages that I've opened, etc., etc. Once we've discovered our character's currency, it helps us in 3 ways. 1, it links us more strongly to the environment or the where because we are touching those things that are our currency. 2, it helps us make more specific choices because we're focusing them through a specific lens, and that makes all of our scenes more unique, memorable, and fun. 3, it helps build stronger relationships and scenes. Check out this video where I talk about currency and relationships. Thanks for watching.